There's no secret to treating people with dignity and respect. It's a mindset. If you understand that everybody should have and be treated with dignity and respect, even if they don't know that they deserve it, that you just do it anyway. It'll teach them to give that to others.
If I were to give a tip to a DSP about early on, how do you show respect? We all as human beings want to be known. It's a critical, fundamental need to be known. And when a staff person uses that individual's name, when they enter their world and talk about the things they like to do, when they ask them about their day, when they engage them about their feelings, when they go deeper in their effort to connect with someone, that I think is respect.
The personal-centered plan is important because we look at each person as being an individual. We look at their likes, their dislikes, what they enjoy doing, what their best life looks like.
We have a corporate principle that says that we don't create fixed programs for people to fit into. Rather, we want to wrap services around people. And that starts with the fundamental question of what do you need? What do you want? And so that's how we approach services. And it starts with the individual and those who know them well. You know, a big part of respect is just recognizing each person as an individual, knowing that what works for one person isn't necessarily going to work for another person. Listening to each person and getting to know what they like and what motivates them.
I like football.
My favorite holidays are Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas.
I am just like anybody else, but unique.
Yeah, it startles my staff sometimes when I tell them that when I come into their home at, say, 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, it is a really bad sign to me when everybody's been fed, everybody's had a shower, has their pajamas on, and they're in front of their various TVs. I think that is running a home. That's managing a home or a program, but that's not individualized services. You've got 5 or 6 people living together. No doubt one of them's a night owl. No doubt a couple of them don't want to take a shower every single night. We're not here to run homes. We're here to support people. One of our corporate principles at Benchmark is that to give too much service is disrespectful and demeaning, that we should learn to help people just enough. If you do too much for somebody, then they can depend on that, and that's not helping them to be more independent. Asking a question, for example, is far more powerful than giving a directive.
I am very independent, so I know how to do a lot of stuff. But if I like cooking at my house, I just learned how to cook. So if you could teach me, and then I catch on really, really quick.
When a new team member comes on board, I think it's important that they understand that they're going into the home to work with the consumers, but it's the consumer's home. Just like I would go to a neighbor's house, I would knock on the door or ring the doorbell and wait for them to answer the door and invite me in. That's the same way that we expect our new employees to do when they go into the client's home.
Please respect my home and my things.
You should always ask them before using the telephone, ask them before using their bathroom, ask them before touching or before you assist the client.
Ask before helping.
I think one of the things we recognize that there's a measure of dignity in allowing people to take risks, and that's true for you and me, that in life we might want to try some riskier things. And if somebody stood in our way and it's something we really wanted to do, we'd probably get puffed up and, so it's my life, it's what I want to do. And I think while we want to keep people safe and help them make informed choices, there's this kind of living on the edge of that and allowing people the dignity of risk.
I'm just like everyone else. If you can try it, I can try it.
I think it's important when staff show up at the home or when a job coach shows up at the home site or at the work site, they're gearing up to be engaged, that they're not showing up in case they're needed. I mean, we have a responsibility to make sure people eat, to make sure they have their medications, to make sure they're clean, that they go to bed and get a good night's sleep. But that's just the basic stuff, right? We want our staff to be on purpose about the things that make life better. I remember this scene in the group home when I first started in the field. There was a guy named Clyde who had a cooking goal. And this a home with 6 individuals, so there were 5 guys at the dinner table ready for breakfast. And Clyde's in the galley kitchen and he has a cooking goal. And I tell staff, there's this tension in what we do of sometimes just wanting to get it done and move on versus capitalizing on the opportunity to teach. The easy thing is to say, Clyde, why don't you go sit with the guys, I'll get breakfast finished. The better thing, the quality thing, is to engage Clyde and to engage the guys with some humor, whatever it is to keep them motivated, but to press in to teaching.
If I'm struggling, say, hey, Tammy, can I help you with this? And I'll say, no, let me keep trying, but I can do it on my own.
I tell our staff that the difference between the okay agency and the excellent agency is the one who recognizes those moments of truth, that tension where we can do the right thing or we can do the efficient or quick thing. That's our moment of truth. And if we can press into that and do the right thing, it'll make all the difference.